Today I want to talk to you about the KOR-FX gaming vest. They did not pay me for this. They did not send me this for free. I bought it myself. They are not paying for this video in any way, so all these opinions are completely my own. You've seen my unboxing, you know what you get with it. On their website, they have a lot of help videos, how to put it on, etc., etc. And basically, if you really want to jump in, here's what you do. Grab the vest, strap it on, measure the straps for you, strap it on, put the batteries in there, plug this into a USB or put batteries in there, hold down the on button, turn it on, and rock out. Simple as that. All these settings you can play with as you go. I got mine to use mainly with PlayStation VR, so you would think I've got the PS4 version with the audio edition. But no, I did not. And I'll tell you why. With PSVR, the headset's there, and there's a cord that comes out, and the audio out is right there. So I don't need it to be over by the PS4. The audio is right here, right by the vest. I almost wish you could plug it directly into the vest. But I came up with a way around that with some other things. First of all, let's talk about the comfort level on this thing. It's got some padding in the back here. Nice. And it's actually nice, soft cloth. I don't know what exactly. It's really nice and slippery, smooth. Feels good. It's not too heavy. You won't really notice it being on for the weight factor. You might for some other things that I'm going to get into, but not right this second. Anyway, and it has some really neat features that I don't know if they even thought ahead to what was going to happen with it. Anyway, I'll show you. The putting on is fairly simple. It goes on. They recommend it sit up about there. Get over there. And they have Velcro on the straps on the front. So it goes on. And it looks like that. It sort of looks like a very small tactical vest, so it kind of ups your cool factor a little bit, I guess. I don't know. But then you put on the VR goggles and everything, and you're waving around at nothing in the air, and your cool factor goes back down through the floor. So it doesn't really matter. There's the dongle. My version, I have the batteries in that. And I've grabbed a strap. If you have cameras and everything like I have, you have 1,001 of these black web straps kicking around. And I put one around, I put it around the patch on the back. So I can just go like that. And it hangs there. And then I can take the short cables that I've got. Plug one in there. That one plugs into the VR. Take this one, plug it in here. And that one goes into my headset. And I'm all good to go. And it's all in one place, and I don't have to worry about it. So that would be con number one, the wireless. Because this is wireless to the vest, but I need a cable for my headphones still. This isn't really wireless because it's got a cable going to my headphones. If instead there was a headphone jack on the vest and it transmitted it to it and plugged in, that'd be better. So that's a, to think of for 2.0 version. If you don't want to go the route of having the unit strapped to you and plugging in through the headset there and back and forth and looking for a more wireless experience, a little less weight on you, you can either buy the version that has the breakout box included with it, or you can go onto Amazon or something like that and find a digital audio to 3.5 millimeter converter. Usually they're around $10. Does it work? That's what you really want to know. Does it work? Does it do what it advertises? Does it vibrate you? Do you feel immersed in the games? Yes, it does. You can feel the shots coming at you. You can feel the hits. When you're driving in a car, you can feel the rumble of the engine. You can feel the booms when you smack into a wall. When you're flying your space fighter, you can feel the explosions of the other ships and the hits on you. So, immersing you more in the game. Yes, it does all of that. The stereo separation that they talk about, you could feel stuff coming from the left, coming from the right. Not as much as I would like. The transducers are located here. So you're seeing they're about a little more farther apart than your eyes are. Which is, not the best for being able to differentiate left and right. Somewhat you do, but it's not nearly as pronounced as you would have expected. I would prefer the transducers to be out all the way out on this edge, and the control buttons to be more in the center. Again, that's a design thing. I don't know how they designed this and why they had to put these where they did. I'm just saying it would be nicer if they were farther spread out. While the two transducers are fairly central and they're not as spread apart as you would like them to be, you can actually feel a definite left to right balance. If you're looking through your headset and hear somebody talking and you turn away, you can hear them move back and forth across your chest. It's kind of neat, actually. The vibrations that they give and how you can crank it up pretty high. You can get really good vibration. Not, ow, it hurts me, but no, you really know what's going on. And the hits are, oh, wow, I got hit. Which is great. That's what you were looking for. Was it worth the $100 it cost? Yeah, definitely. I've gotten more than that play out of it already. I also bought rechargeable batteries for it because it doesn't come with batteries. I understand it would up the price if you had to put batteries in. I would prefer the unit itself be rechargeable with a battery built in. But again, I'm sure they're trying to keep the costs down because it's very appealing to you to find out that it's only $99. That's a great price. Batteries go in here and in here, and you can also put 4 batteries in there, so you're going to need 8. So I actually bought 16 rechargeables, figuring out I have a set and a whole set of backups, so if I needed to swap them out, I could swap them out. Since I've got this, these batteries and these batteries have been in. I haven't changed them yet. I've got maybe 25, 30 hours of gameplay on this already. I still haven't had to change batteries in the dongle or in the vest, which seems to be pretty good use. And I've had this sucker cranked up full most of the time to really let me know when things are going on. There are some options. As I said, there is, if you turn it on, you can hear. On. You hold that, it turns on. And then these are up and down for vibration. That's telling you it's already at the maximum. Down, down, beep. The beep is at the middle. Down, down. The higher beep tells you you're at the low end. So it's up, middle, up, max. That's easy to figure out. But then it also has effect off. There. It's called effect. They describe it as a sort of zoom. And here's what we're going to talk about their videos again. Zoom is a video thing. Audio is talking about filters and how frequencies pass. I know you're trying to talk to an audience that might not know a lot about audio, but anybody who's got if you've got a tablet, you've seen an equalizer on it, you could see the different bands. Almost everybody would understand that. So I would prefer if they did a tutorial video on how to use this, they talked about it with the science of audio. Because obviously, from what I can divine, it is a low-pass filter. Filter 1. Filter 2. Higher. Filter and higher 3. Again. But it's still a low-pass filter. It's not passing the high, not hearing the high frequencies, but passing the low frequencies, where the rumbles and the gunshots and that sort of thing are. I would rather know, like, what kind of frequency. You don't have to tell me exact frequency. I don't need that you're going from 100 hertz to 1500 hertz or whatever. I would just, like, talk to me in audio terms, because that's what it's doing. It's working with audio. So tell me how the audio is working and how these things together. Maybe I'll have a better chance of figuring out how to balance everything out without having to do so much experimentation. As I said, I'm using it a lot for PSVR. And this has nothing to do with them. These cables are ones I bought separately. They're braided, copper plated, short cables because I didn't have to go very far. But I got 2 of them that were like this. They're long like that. Now, for the one going from the PlayStation VR to the dongle, that's fine. But for the one going from the dongle to my headset, this type of cable was a mistake because it plugs into the bottom of my headphones and it's sticking there. Every time I turn my head or anything, it's scraping on the vest. Scraping on the vest. And that's annoying, but that's me. So I got a different cable. U-bend. So it plugs in like this, and when you turn your head, it doesn't rub on the vest. So if you're thinking of setting this up the way I have, you want one cable like this, and one cable like this. If your headphones you're using the Sony Gold headphones or ones related, that the plug is on the side there. And feel free to steal this idea of putting the patch with a strap on it and strapping the dongle to you, just boom, and it's on and it's not going anywhere. And then you're up and down volumes for both sides are there. It's all right in front of you. The on-off switch is there. You're going, ha 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 ha. Oh, one more thing. If you're seeing the words there and clearly you say, hey, mine doesn't do that. No, I actually used a silver Sharpie to color that in so I could read it because I was finding difficult. Like, what the hell is what? I need to see it. Another thing to think of in future releases, maybe get a little bit of paint on those so you can actually see them, so you don't have this terrible job. There's the really bad job I did on that one. Most of the other ones I did a lot better. That was my idea too. It's all there and it comes off easy, and yay! Let's not waste batteries. So that's some good things about it. It works well. There is no lag that I can tell between this and it's your wireless Bluetooth, and you do have a button to pair it once, and you only need to really do it once and then it's paired. Sometimes you might lose it, have to repair it. Not a big deal. The only problem I've had, and some other reviewers have mentioned the same thing, is right here. Sometimes you'll get this a little bit too, because they say just do it. It's not tight, just snug. And this is stretchy right here, and that happens. It took a bit of force, yeah, but sometimes you're jumping and flailing around in VR and it snaps off. And I understand why they did this, because they're trying to appeal to everybody. And if you watch their videos, Jessica is tiny, so she would need these things to be shortened up again. And you want everybody to be able to experience this. You want them all to be able to use your vest. But for me, that strap snapping off is really annoying, and I'm going to have to find some sort of clamp thing, either that or just sew it down so it can't come off, because for me this is the size I need. So that's a little annoying. It's a minor thing, but it's again something in a 2.0 to look at. Maybe not doing this, maybe just make this strap longer so it can adjust further rather than having these snaps up here, because they're not doing their job as well as they could. I think it's worth the money, definitely, because like I said, it's the price of maybe a premium game. If you get one of the pre-orders and you get the premium stuff, so I get the statuette with it and some codes for some DLC, it cost me $120. That's less than that, and that's only one game, and you can use this in all your games. Another thing I would like to see is a database up with games, even if it's just submitted by people, saying, so I set the input at 7, because there is a dial on the side here with numbers on it, and you can set how much of the input signal is going out to the vest processor, which does not at all affect your headphones. You can turn this all the way, say, I don't want any, I'm tired of vibration, turn it off. And that's down. It will not affect the audio coming to your headphones. These are completely separate. And there is one over here for the headphones that you can turn down or up. But what I have noticed is that this pass-through for the headphones is not passing all of the signal, it seems, because I've always got this as loud as it can go, and it's never too loud, whereas I know some of the games before I had to turn my headphones down because they were too loud. This seems to not be pumping maybe as loud as you're used to. It's definitely more than loud enough for you to hear everything, but it doesn't seem like it's getting a full signal in my experience. That seems like it's a little lower. Not enough to say, oh, I wouldn't get it. It's just, it's not quite as loud as I'm expecting. Especially when I was playing Lethal VR. It's a gun game and you're in a big round chamber and it's echoey and the guns are really loud. They were turn it down, they were loud, and for this, you turned it up maximum, you don't have to. But if you found some of your games being too loud, maybe that's great for you. It's leveling it off. They suggest that you have the output from your device to this as loud as, turn on maximum, so you're getting full signal into this so it can perform better. And it does perform very well in the Velcro and everything, and the stretchy straps. It's all, you can see that a lot of thought was put into this. It would be nice if there was a headphone jack on here so you didn't have to run a cable from the dongle to your headphones, making the whole idea of this being wireless moot, because it's not wireless if I have to plug my headphones into it. When I'm over here with the vest, I would kind of like to plug into the vest rather than having to plug in back there, which tethers me back to the machine that I was trying to get untethered from. So you want to know, should I buy one? Well, do you want to feel all the shots in the game? Do you want to feel the vibration of the road when you're driving on it? Do you want to feel the explosions when you're flying through space in a dogfight? Then pick one up. because it's not all that much money. It seems like, what are you talking about? It's $100. Yeah, but you're spending 80 or 90 bucks on a game. $100 for a vest isn't that bad. That's the review of this KOR-FX gaming vest. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.